Okay, everybody, Pink Angel here, 52-year-old female, taking a few moments to say hello and whatnot. Um, One thing I want to do is I want to try to get more of a female audience. A lot of males are watching my content, and that's okay, but I'm not trying, as a woman, I'm not trying to reach the male population on YouTube. Apparently, that's a lot of people that are watching it. I have a low deal, but I also know I need to have more content as well, and I try to do that when I can. So I want to thank, first of all, I want to say Happy Pride Month. I know it's almost over, but it's still Pride every day, as far as I'm concerned. But Pride Month is good. I know most of you are complaining because you don't know why people need a Pride Month. So, most of you will complain about that. Like Veterans Day is one day. A lot of you think that you should have. Veterans Day is every day actually because Veterans Day to me, as a woman, is our veterans serving in the military. And I think it's important to honor our veterans, and especially the LGBT veterans. A lot of you would not agree with that, and that's okay, you don't have to. Um, I also want to shout out to JC from Banner University Medical Center. JC was taking care of me when I was a patient there. I had some health issues, but I've been out for a while now, and I'm back trying to look at things a little different. So hopefully that again, I want to say, I'm trying to get more females to watch my YouTube channel. I've got a really high population of males who watch it. I don't know why, but I also know that I need to do more content, and I'm not always able to do a lot of content when I'm here when I'm at home, and so that limits me on doing things. But I try to do things when I can. Now, I also want to say a lot of you. I want to talk about the coming up governor election. The governor election, Katie Hobbs. I know Katie Hobbs. I volunteered with her at events and venues before she got into politics. And she's doing a good job. A lot of people think not. But if we allow Rodney Glassman, David Schweikert, or any of those other people in government, they are very conservative and they are pro-anti-LGBT. I don't think that most of you out there in the state that we're in would want that. So those of you who live in that state, need to have Katie Hobbs stay in office. They call her the veto queen, all this other. Just drag her name through the mud. Um, but you know, it's election year, so people are going to dig at each other, and they're going to say bad things. Things aren't even true because they're just upset because they don't like that person for some reason. But they'd rather like. And you know, another thing, as a 52-year-old female, here's another thing I wonder about. Most of you out there are worried about trans people, but you let a pedophile, a felon, a rapist to run our country and destroy it. I don't know why most of you out there are worried about trans people, but you will let a you will let Hitler destroy the country. Because some of you out there like the current administration. I don't. I did not vote for him. I voted for the opposing party. But if Obama could get back in office, then we'd be in a better deal because he restored rights for everybody, the LGBT community, Sikhs, whoever. He didn't turn anyone away and make laws against them. He made laws to protect certain communities and certain people. So I don't know what it is with those out there, MAGA cult members who worship the ground that Hitler walks on, and Vance and all them others. But yeah, you guys, you got some work to do because neither one of these people are good. Hitler's not good for America, and neither is the sidekick. So, but that needs to change. So, and again, I say, if most of you out there are wanting to know about Stonewall, read about it. You know, read about why it's important to have equality rights for the LGBT community. There's a lot of history there in Stonewall. Now, I know about Stonewall. I've read about it numerous times, but others of you might need to be educated on the subject so that you can stop all this hate comment that y'all like to do. You know, like you see an American flag done in rainbow colors, you say, oh, you desecrated the flag, you should be ashamed of yourself. While those of you who are Trump supporters, aka Hitler, should be ashamed of yourself and the fact that you voted for a rapist, a pedophile, and a felon. Somebody who is guilty on 3-4 counts of laws they broke, but yet you let them run the White House and destroy it. So maybe you're into that and that's what you want. But trans people are not the problem. And the problem is that people that judge trans people or anybody from the LGBT community, that is the problem. Not trans people. Trans people have been around for a long time, even before most of you have existed. And there's a lot of history that goes with that. And you don't have to agree with the history of Stonewall, but it did happen for a reason, a very good, valid reason. But yet, some of you out there will argue, fuss, and fight that being a certain way is wrong because the Bible says so, blah, 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 blah. And you just spew hate. So, stop the hatred. Leave trans people alone. They're just trying to live their lives as their authentic self. And just so you know, a lot of you talk about DNA this, DNA that. No, DNA Scientifically, a lot of people on the far right on scientific. You know, there are surgeries that are being done that you can change things, appearance wise, and maybe some other things that you all say that can't be changed. And it really doesn't matter if it can or can't be changed, but if a person is trans or lesbian or gay or bi or intersex or queer or, whatever, leave them alone. They're not bothering you. Trans people are not the problem. People that do not like trans people are the issue. That is it for today. Pink Angel out. Shout out to JC from Brandon University Veterans Medical Center. Thank you for taking care of me while I was there as a patient. And I will talk to everyone later. Pink Angel, 52-year-old female, out.